All of you perhaps knows what is health. Can anybody tell me the definition of health? Then only you can proceed. Because what I mean to say, I think the whole MBBS class, whole, depends upon health. Because we are here to promote health. সে ছুরি কাঁচি লাগিয়ে হোক, কি মানুষের কথা বলি হোক, কি মেডিসিন দিয়ে হোক, কি ভ্যাকসিন দিয়ে হোক, আমাদের স্বাস্থ্যকে রক্ষা করা। That is our main motto, to protect ourselves, to maintain our health, to promote our health. So definitely, since first year, we have been discussing about health. The definition of health: health is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being. Nowadays, since last few years, another dimension has been added, that is spiritual, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. At the same time, another amplifications is added, that is to increase our ability to lead a socially and productive life. That is health. Not only will be free from infirmity, but it is a state, it is a complete state that can be changed anytime, physical, mental, social and spiritual. At the same time, to increase our ability so that we can lead, everybody can lead economic and socially productive life. And now question comes, there are different determinants. Perhaps the meaning of the terminology determinants is clear to everybody. In determinant means the factors that influence our health. What are the factors that influence our health? Number one, heredity, environment, lifestyle, then socioeconomic conditions, income, education, housing, family and utilization of health services. Few things are there you can manage by yourselves. Say for example, maintaining personal hygiene, your dress pattern, your food habits, you can maintain. But other things are there that is important. Say for example, vaccinations. You yourselves cannot organize vaccinations. You have to depend upon the authority. You have to depend upon other organizations. Supply of, say, water supply. For water supply, you depend on others. For that reasons, government as well as other private concerns provide health services. So you have to utilize, you means all the community people have to utilize the health services which are available in our country, in our community. Perhaps you know, but I again repeat, the administrative structures as far as the health is concerned, at the bottom কি আছে আমাদের স্ট্রাকচার, হেলথ স্ট্রাকচার কি আছে? At the bottom there is a sub center. That sub center manage 5,000 populations. Above the sub centers there is a primary health centers. It caters the need of 30,000 populations, and above the primary health centers there is, in our state, specifically in our state the name is different, we call it BPHC, Block Primary Health Centers. Did you visit? হয়নি তোমাদের ভিজিট? তোমাদের কোথায় ভিজিট হয়েছে? নানু। That is BPSC. It caters the need of 1 lakh, average 1 lakh population. So, these are the health structures with the help of which we can get the health services. And next to it, again, important social determinants, the other socio-cultural factors, and that we, as a doctor, as a community people, often forget about the influence of these factors. Already in the last class I have discussed about the importance of heredity, importance of environment, importance of lifestyle. Socioeconomic conditions I did not discuss, little bit I have discussed. Today I will discuss in details. I have discussed utilization of health services and other things, especially about the family and socio-economic status. These are again two important social determinants upon which our Shastro, our health largely depends. Let's start with the other two important social determinants upon which our health largely depends. First one is family and second one is socio-economic status, SES. Now each and everybody born and brought up in a family, is it? We also, everybody belongs to a family. So you must know what is a family, because this is one of the most important social determinants of health. So what is a family? Family is a group of 2 or more individuals. Is it? নিজেরা ভিজুয়ালাইজ করার চেষ্টা করো নিজেদের ফ্যামিলি, এই ডেফিনেশনের সঙ্গে মিলিয়ে নাও। ফ্যামিলি is a group of 2 or more persons united by either ties of marriage, blood or adoption, who constitute a single household. Single household, and the family members interact among themselves in their respective roles and relationships. Rather, we can say in their respective social positions. That is family. Usually, who are there? The spouses, their parents, their children, and siblings. So, raise your hand who thinks he or she does not belong to a family. Raise your hand. Now, this is clear? Everybody belongs to a family. What did you get, or what you are getting from your family? What you are getting from your family right from or since your birth? Who has reared you? কে লালন পালন করেছে? কিভাবে ফ্যামিলি কনসিস্ট হয়েছে? Either marriage, 2 young couples, one male and one female, okay, unites by ties of marriage. Okay, I belongs to a family, I have a father or mother, so by blood. Okay, then adoptions. A family may consist of adopted child. Okay, clear? Now, there is a basic difference between household and family. When you will be going for family care program, there is a special program. It's a practical. Next year, you have to complete this. This is called family care program. You have to be assigned a couple of families. You have to go to the family, you have to visit the family, You have to assess the health status. You have to assess the socioeconomic status of the family, and you have to find out what are the lacunae, what are the pitfalls, what things they do not know. You have to inquire it, you have to assess it, you have to jot down, you have to analyze it. Further, you have to go and take care by educating them, by providing different types of services, so their health status will be improved. Okay. The family group should be distinguished from a household. Is it? Where apart from these family members, like parents and children, other persons may be there. Then it is called a household. Now, for the practical purposes, there are two types of family. So this is nuclear family. Nuclear family means husband, wife, and their siblings. Simply, this is called nuclear family. Okay. Husband, wife, and their offsprings. It consists of married couple and their children. This is simply nuclear family according to the structure of the family. Two types of family. Who belongs to joint family? Raise your hand. 1, 2. Joint family, not nuclear family. Okay. Who belongs to nuclear family? Raise your hand. জোরে হাত তুলতে কি অসুবিধা হচ্ছে উপর দিকে? That means 1, 2. ও তোমার এরকম করে আছে বুঝবো কি করে? এরকম করে থাকলে হবে না, এরকম করতে হবে। একজন জয়েন্ট ফ্যামিলি, only one. ওকে, কে থাকে তোমার বাড়িতে? সবাই বলতে কে কে? বাবা মা, ভাই বোন, বাবা মা ছাড়া কে আছে? এই যে ঠাকুরদা, ঠাকুমা, ওকে, আর কাকা জ্যাঠা নেই? কাকা। That means joint family means number of married couples stays in a single household. Number of married couples. Number of married couples stays in a single household, single dwelling, and takes food in a common hearth. Common hearth, common chulo, common oven. একটাই ওভেন থাকবে, সিঙ্গেল কিচেন, রাদার আই শুড নট সে ওভেন অর কিচেন। একটা কিচেনে রান্না হবে, সবাই খাবে। দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড আ জয়েন্ট ফ্যামিলি। ওকে, হিয়ার ইন জয়েন্ট ফ্যামিলি অল দ্য মেন্স are related by blood. All the women are their wives or unmarried girls or widows of the family kinsmen. Another characteristics of the joint family is that all the property is held in common. There is a common parts. This is called family parts, and that family parts belongs to the head of the household. Okay, he used to manage the family by providing different types of support along with the cooperations of other family members. And next one is, another is there, that is called 3-generation family. That means in this family it is different from joint family. Is it? But Joint family, three generation family also belongs to, you can say practically it's joint family. Again, we can split up the three generation family. Then these three generations will be there. Grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, then we, children. That is called three generation family. Okay. That was about the structure. And next one, according to descent or power. According to the descent or power, we can divide the family into two types. We can divide the family according to the choosing of descent of power. One is patriarchal, another is matriarchal. Almost all families in India belongs to patriarchal family. Okay, that means surname is chosen, power is given to the male members. That is called patriarchal family. Almost all families in India except few tribal families. These are Garo, Khasi, Jantia. These are matriarchal family. That means the power belongs to the female members of the family. That is called matriarchal. Next, according to the residence, we can divide the family into two. One is patrilocal, another is matrilocal. Perhaps those who are within the classroom, including myself, all belong to patrilocal family. After marriage, the girl spoke used to come to our family and stay. That is called patrilocal. Maximum family in India belongs to patrilocal except few tribes, Garo, Khasi, Jantia, Bogis and Beat is in the states of Meghalaya. Anybody belongs to state of Meghalaya? Nobody from Meghalaya state? No. And last one is based on marriage. According to marriage, we can divide this family into two. One is monogamous, another is polygamous. Almost all Hindus or Hindu, in case of Hindus, all belong to monogamous family. That means according to marriage. Monogamy means what? One husband, one husband and one wife. That is monogamy. Almost all belong to monogamous family, and this family has been constituted as far as the marriage is concerned. That is monogamy. And next one is polygamy. Except till today, except Muhammadan, Hindus are polygamous, belongs to polygamous family, In case of Mohammedan or other, among the other religions, few are there, that is polygamous. The family is constituted on the basis of the marriage of polygamy. So again, this family can be divided into two. One is polygynous, another is polyandrous. Again, in case of Mohammedan Muslims, this family belongs to polygynous family. The system of marriage is called polygamy, and this system is called polygyny, and the family being constituted on the basis of the polygamous marriage. In case of Mohammedan, that is called polygynous family, and another is called polyandrous family. So examples of polyandrous family is Toda, residing in the Nilgiri hills in Tamil Nadu. That means in case of polygynous, one husband, more than one wife. Is it clear? Here my right side, polygamous family, that means polygamous means one or more husbands, more than one husbands along with more than one wife, polygamous. And polygynous means one husband, more than one wife. And in case of polyandrous, that is reverse. One wife, more than one husband. The best examples from Puran, mythology, Draupadi, one wife, more than one husbands. It is also practiced in case of till today among the Toda. Okay, it's a tribe. Kunta. Polygamous always joint family. Okay. Next, function of the family. Listen please. Function of the family. In textbook, you can find out so many functions, 6, 7 like that. Okay. But basically, there are 3 types of functions. 3 functions, the family. Number 1 is economic functions. Each and every family provide us, কেন পড়ে নিলেই তো হয় এগুলো পড়ে নিলেই তো হয়, ডাইভারশন হচ্ছে। Economic functions, that means each and every family provide us food, clothing, shelter. Is it? And next one is biological functions, question of reproduce of children with sexual urge. And last one, but this is also very important, that is social functions. Child rearing. All of us was reared by our parents, by our siblings. Socializations. We have become socialized. Okay, now we are able to mix. We are well dressed. We are talking about ourselves. We are interacting about ourselves. From where did you learn? From the family first. From the family we learn everything, what to eat, what not to eat, how to dress, how to speak, how to behave with others. So socialization is a process through which we can learn the norms, the folkways, the mores, the taboos of the families, of the community, and becomes a responsible citizen. তুমি আগের ক্লাসে ছিলে না? তা তুমি হাত তুললে না কেন? বলো কে ক্লাস ছিল, কেউ নেই? Okay? Socialization, care of dependent adult even, and usually organize the marriage. Okay. Now, next one is family life cycle, moving Okay, so is a like a in cyclic order. First one is phases of the family life cycle, beginning of the phase and end of the phase. First stage is, there are how many stages? There are 6 stages. First one is formations. When a girl and a boy is married, this is first phase, beginning of phase, marriage. Then question comes about the birth of first child. We are following usually 2 child norms, just for examples. So formation, beginning phase, marriage, birth of the first child, then extension, birth of the first child, birth of the second child, okay, or last child. That is extension. Then third phase, complete extension, birth of the second child, first child leaves homes, okay. So for other reasons, going to the hostels for study purpose, okay. And next, now contraction start. First child leaves home, last child also leaves home of the parents. Then complete contraction. Last child also left the home of the child. Unfortunately, first spouse, maybe husband, maybe wife, dies. And last, family dissolutions. First spouse dies, and the next one who was survived, again death of the second one. So that is the dissolution phase. So there are 6 phases of family cycle. Number 1, formation. Next is extension. Third is complete extensions. Then contraction start. Contraction, complete contraction, and last one is dissolutions. So there are 6 stages in a family cycle. Fine. So what I discussed, ultimately when both the spouses die, family dissolve. Okay. So what I discussed about the family, because there is a great role to play as far as family is concerned with the health of our community or health of the individuals, health of each and every family members. Okay. The family, type of family, function of family, and family life cycle. Very, very important determinant as like as family. That is called SES. The last class I discussed about the socioeconomic conditions, including the political conditions. Okay. Now, I've discussed in details about SES. That is also one of the important determinants of health. Okay. Socioeconomic status has various roles in health, in nutritional status, even morbidity and mortality. আমরা ভালো থাকবো কি থাকবো না, আমরা অসুস্থ হব কি হব না, আমরা বাঁচবো কি বাঁচবো না, আমরা কিভাবে বাঁচবো, that depends upon socioeconomic status. SES also plays a vital role through availability. Earlier I discussed, when I discussed about the utilization of health services, few things are there. Few services we can manage among ourselves. Few services are out of our reach, out of our individual concern. It requires an organizations so that we can get or avail the services. So our health also depends upon availability, accessibility, acceptability, affordability, and utilization of health services. This SES also helps to identify ourselves in a hierarchical status. What is the social status of ourselves? Again, it depends upon our socio-economic status. It is essential measures of well-being of individuals. It is also essential to maintain health, health-seeking behavior, social class, and participation of different socio-political cultural organizations. And last one that is important, as far as the structure is concerned, we have divided our community into 3. One is called rural, The upper, I should not say upper, one side is rural, one side is urban, and middle is peri-urban. Okay? But for the practical purposes, we call it rural and urban. So this socioeconomic status also reflects the health of the people as far as the urban as well as rural area is concerned. Now, question comes, how to measure SES? Socioeconomic status. How we can measure? SES can be measured through scale. There are different scales on the basis of which you can measure. Say for example, we can measure our temperature. How we can measure our temperature? কিভাবে আমাদের শরীরের তাপমাত্রা মেজার করি? How? আজকে সাবু খেয়েছো সবাই নাকি? সবাই কি সাগু খেয়ে এসছো? কি খেয়েছো ব্রেকফাস্টে? Raise your voice. How we can measure our temperature? Thermometer. In the thermometer, what things exist? What are there in the thermometer? There is a scale. Is it? There is a scale. So according to the body temperature, it rises. So likewise, we can measure the socioeconomic status of the individual family with the help of a scale. It is a dynamic. This SES is not static. In physics, we have studied dynamics, is it? And static. So it is always dynamic and again depends upon CPI. What does it mean? Perhaps in economics, class 10, you have studied consumer price index, that is called CPI. Okay. So what is CPI? You have to know CPI is an index of the variation in prices for retail goods and services that we consume every day. CPI numbers are widely used as an indicator of inflation. Okay. So according to the inflation rates, CPI is being changed. So with the help of the CPI, we also calculate. Okay. Now, keeping this thing in mind, Government of India, Ministry of Labour, Labour Bureau prepared 3 scale since long back in the year 1944. Okay. One for industrial worker, one for agricultural laborers, and one for rural laborers. So base years are different. In case of industrial worker, base year was 2001. For agricultural laborer, base year was 1986-87, and for rural laborers, base year was 1984-85. To calculate the CPI, there is a need of base year variation. So what was the price of a commodity? The base year. What is the price of the commodity right now? Then there is a formula. With the help of the formula, we can calculate the CPI. So consumer price index. Right now, this year, our inflation rate is 4.82. In this way, we can calculate the SES. So usually, for measuring socio-economic status, there are 3 scales. One is Brahm Gobind Prasad. In short form, we call it BG Prasad scale. That was first started in the year 1961. And second one is revised Uday Parekh scales. That is based on, that means the factors. Caste, that means if you want to assess the SES of a particular family, that family belongs to which castes? Education, caste, education, occupations, and land owned of that particular family. But there is, or rather there was, till today there is no income domain. Next one is modified Kopusami scale. We call it modified Kopusami scales. It was Kopusami scales almost every year. It is being modified depending upon CPI, depending upon the inflation rate. Okay. Last modification is in the month of June 2024. That is about Kopusami. Now come to BG Prasad. Both are applicable. BG Prasad's classifications for eliciting the socio-economic status or condition of the urban and rural families. This BG Prasad scale is applicable for calculating or assessing the SES of both urban areas and rural areas in India. This is usually used for determining the health of the individuals. It is easy to calculate and can be applied to all sections of the society. But the fallacy is that this scale is based on only monthly income. As we are telling that we are measuring SES, socio-economic status, not only economic status. For that reason, that is the weakness of BG Prasad scale, as it is based on only monthly per capita income. Now, there are 5 classes. Each and every family belongs to a particular class as far as the BG Prasad scale is concerned, to measure or to assess the socio-economic status, SES, socio-economic status of a particular family. Upper class, that is called class 1, the family whose monthly per capita income is more than 9,000, more than equal to, definitely, more than equal to 9,130. That family belongs to upper class. Points are there that will be given, then it belongs to upper class. Perhaps you can understand the meaning of the per capita income. Per capita income means what? Say for examples, one family consists of 4 members. Okay? The monthly income of that family is 1 lakh. So what is the per capita monthly income of that family? I repeat, answer me. One family belongs to, consists of 4 members. Fine? The monthly income of the whole family is 1 lakh. So what is the per capita income of that family? How it becomes? Divided by 4. The whole income divided by total number of family members. So if the family's monthly per capita income is more than equal to 9,130, then that family belongs to upper class as far as BG Prasad scale is concerned. January modified in the month of January 2024. Then upper middle class, then class 2, whose monthly incomes, per capita, monthly income belongs to 4,565 to 9,129, belongs to upper middle class. Then middle class, class 3, 2,739 to 4,564. And last but 1, lower middle class, class 4, 1,369 to 2,738. And last one is lower class, whose monthly per capita income is less than equal to 1,069. That family belongs to lower class. And last one, that is Kupusami scale. With the help of this scale, we used to measure the socioeconomic status of urban family. Mind it. This is not applicable in rural areas. Now question comes, how do you know this is rural area, this is urban area? কিভাবে বুঝবো আমরা এটা রুরাল এটা আরবান? What is the indicator? What is the indicator of segregating rural families and urban families or area? How we can say this is rural, this is urban? What is the indicator? বলো, নাম্বার অফ, বুঝলাম না, একটু জোরে বলো, শুনতে পাচ্ছি না বাবা, পরিষ্কার করে বলো। Good. Answer is okay. Very good. In case of, we can separate rural and urban on the basis of the local self-government. There is a local self-government in each and every year in our country, local self-government. স্থায়িত্ব শাসিত সংস্থা, ওকে, স্থায়িত্ব শাসিত সংস্থা, that is called local self government. There is directorate, director of local bodies, DLB, directorate is there. So on the basis of this we can divide urban and rural. In case of rural areas, panchayat. In case of urban areas, municipality and corporations usually. Okay, so we can differentiate. When we will go to assess, definitely we will elicit all these informations. Is it this area belongs to panchayat or municipality or corporations? Automatically then we can divide. So this scale, the important scale is very important. We usually ignore these Udoik Parekh scales. We apply two scales. In case of urban areas, we use modified Kupusami scales. In case of rural areas, we use BG Prasad scales. Though BG Prasad scale is applicable for both rural and urban areas, but the fallacy is that in case of BG Prasad scales, only economic criteria is concerned, only monthly income. But once we are telling assessment of socio-economic status, social conditions also important. For that reasons, we used to prefer Kupusami scales in case of urban areas. In Kupusami scales, while eliciting socioeconomic status on the basis of the Kupusami scales, we consider three factors. One is education of the head of the family, occupation of the head of the family, and third one is monthly income of the family. For each occupation, for each education, for each level of income, points are assigned, given. Once the marks are given. Say for example, one family whose monthly income is more than 2 lakhs. Okay, we will give say 12 points, 12 marks. That family's occupation of the head of the family is a doctor, professionals. We can give 10 marks. Then education is a postgraduate. We assign 10 marks. So 12 plus 10 plus 10, then 22 and is 32. Usually not there. So we add these three. Okay? We add these 3 points, that becomes a points. Then on the basis of these points, we categorize. We means Kupusami are done. Okay, let's see. This one. Okay, first one is, say for examples, education. I repeat, we consider, Kupusami considered 3 determinants to assess socioeconomic status. One is education of HOF. HOF means head of the family. Okay. If the head of the family has professional degree, then that family will get 7 marks. In case of graduate, 6 marks. In case of intermediate or diploma, 5 marks. In case of high school, 4, middle school 3, primary school 2, illiterate 1. Then occupation of the head of the family. Legislator, senior managers will get 10 marks. In case of professionals, 9 marks. Technicians or associate professors, level 8 marks. Clerk, 7 marks. Skilled worker, shop owner, market sales worker 6. Skilled agriculture and fishery worker 5. Craft and related trade workers 4. Plant and machine operator 3. Elementary occupation 2 and unemployed 1. Then last parameter is monthly income of the family. More than equal to 1,35,169 per month if the family income is, then that family will be assigned 12 marks. Next week 67,587 to 67,586, 10 marks, 6 marks, then 33,793 to 50,559, 4 marks. Nextly 20,274 to 33,792, 3 marks. 600,768 to 20,273, 2 marks. And less than equal to 6,767, 1 marks. So these 3 marks will be added. Okay. We have to add 3 marks. Then calculations. According to the Kuppusamy, all the families will belong to either of the 5 classes. First class is upper class, second class is upper middle, third class is lower middle, fourth class is upper lower, and last one is lower. Okay. So we add the marks. Then if the family's total score lies between 26 to 29, that family will belong to upper class. Next wise, likewise upper middle class 16 to 25, then upper middle 11 to 15, lower middle 5 to 10, upper lower, and last one is less than 5 is lower. Okay. In this way, we can calculate the socio-economic status on the basis of 2 scales. We usually forget to use Uday Park scales. We use 2 scales. In case of rural areas, listen. In case of rural areas, we use Biji Prasad. In case of urban areas, we use modified Kuppusamy scales. Okay. It is practical. You have to use it during your family care program. And one short notes you can expect in exam. Either family or family life cycle or SES. Mind it. Out of these 3, you can expect one short notes 5 marks in the exam. So I am not ready to tell you all these things still. Okay. As a teacher, this is my duty. Fine. So what I discussed today, all the determinants I have finished. Socio-cultural determinants, right from heredity, environment, lifestyle, socio-economic status, then utilization of health services, income, education, family, and last one is socio-economic status. Okay. Specifically, apart from measuring the SES, you must go through family life cycle and SES and only cultural factors. There are some cultural factors that I have discussed in the class, only cultural factors. That is very important. Okay.